What up, y'all? Welcome to the video, man. We got some news, some rumors still, because ain't shit been confirmed. So when I say confirmed, I mean from Errol Spence or Keith Thurman or Stephen Espinoza or anybody who actually, I think I seen Mike Cabager talk about it, and then the same old shit or whatever. So we just gonna talk about it as if speculation, as if it's true or whatever. So if y'all come in, y'all smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. Like I said, it hasn't nothing been confirmed, so this all speculation. My name is Mr. No Sources. I don't know anything. Now listen, they say Keith Thurman and Errol Spence is locked in for April, right? So what I did see was Errol Spence tweet maybe a couple weeks ago, a week or two ago, something like that. And he put April XX, which hinting at a date for his return to be in April without giving the exact date. So we knew Earl most likely coming back in April. So we knew that part, right? I actually heard about Errol Spence and Keith Thurman fighting. It was a little minute ago, actually. But we also heard Crawford, running his fat ass mouth as if he was spilling the beans or some shit like that or whatever. We heard him say it. So it's been a few hints that's been leading toward this or whatever, right? So it seemed like it's gonna happen. But we'll see. This means Terrence Crawford X'd his own bitch ass self out. He X'd himself out. He ain't, that's his fault. But I still think maybe. It's a small maybe. But I think, they saying this fight at 154, but I ain't even heard that. I heard it's not at 147, so that means it could be at 152, 150. It could be at a catch weight because they ain't fighting at 147. I was just listening to Boxing Voice Ness about 10 minutes ago. And Ness said something I disagree with, which I felt was stupid as hell. But he said this fight makes no sense and they holding up the division. And I strongly disagree. If anybody held up to the division, it was that fucking duck that ran around here quacking. And he held up not only the division, he held up other niggas from doing what the fuck they wanted to do. But, that's a different story, right? Well, it's a part of the story. But Errol Spence and Keith Thurman makes sense at a catch weight or 154 to me because after he done making Keith Thurman shit around the ring, literally shit around the ring, I'm talking about the poop monster, it's gonna be stains all over the canvas. After that, right? After that, then Errol Spence could still fight, but at 147 or just shoot straight to 154 if he not already at 154. You know what I'm saying? So this gives this like a chess move just in case Bud on some bullshit again, because it's like, where's the trust? How do I trust this nigga again? He might quack away again. His feet might get to squeaking again. So, get real spongy, and then he just walk off and shit. He bounce off like the duck that he is. So it ain't really no trust there to be trusting a nigga like him, right? So I might as well do my shit, and it ain't gotta be at 147. So just in case he bullshitting, I'm already halfway ready to be at 154. You know what I'm saying? So if it's at 154, then it's almost like a tune-up for 154 because he beating the fuck out of it. Look, ain't no advantages over Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman just as big as Errol Spence. Been at 147 longer than Errol Spence. So this is perfect for these two. If anybody gonna move up, it'll be these two. You know what I'm saying? Ness said that this is basically a Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez. Not really. First of all, Errol and Keith Thurman beat the shit out of Danny Garcia. Errol almost took his eye, and Keith Thurman boxed circles around him. So, not a Danny Jose Benavidez. And plus, Errol and Keith Thurman better than Danny and Jose Benavidez. Both of them. So, way better fight than that. What else? Keith Thurman and Errol Spence might be bigger than Bud. I know it originally was, until Keith Thurman let his hype die down and he lost the momentum. But Errol Spence dragging him by his fucking ponytail. He ain't got the ponytail no more, but dragging his ass by his flute to a different weight class, that would mean, okay, maybe he boosts this nigga back up, because old Keith Thurman fans come out the cup. Keith Thurman run his fat ass mouth the whole promotion. And it build interest. This is a fight that Showtime wanted because they can almost guarantee this shit gonna do numbers. You know what I'm saying? They almost can guarantee it. Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, right? This is how I know it's gonna do numbers. Manny Pacquiao. Excuse me, y'all. I'm really tired as fuck. I'm just really like fighting it. Yeah, I'm fighting the shit out of it. I'm sleepy as hell. But look, this is how I know it's gonna be big. Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao did about 600,000 pay-per-view buys. Huge. Right. That's big as fuck. When Keith Thurman fought Mario Barrios on pay-per-view, it ain't do shit. Which let you know either Manny Pacquiao carried him, or just the fact that them together in the promotion of the fight, how good of the fight it was, made it huge. When Manny Pacquiao fought Ugas, it didn't do as much as the Keith Thurman fight, which further let me know him and Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao together made that majority Pac-Man, but it's the fact that he had the matchup. Errol Spence been doing numbers on his own. Even when Sean couldn't sell out a family dinner, even when Mikey thought he was pulling something, which he didn't. He pulled a little bit, but he ain't. No, Errol Spence did majority of them numbers. I was there. I seen it with my own eyes, and I don't tell no lies. I seen Mexicans and all with goddamn man down girl on room. I was sitting next to Mexicans. I still got pictures. So that was a lie, right? So Errol Spence been doing numbers every fucking pay-per-view. At least 300,000 pay-per-view buys he been doing constantly. Even with Ugas, who never even been on pay-per-view, except for with Manny Pacquiao. That didn't do nothing, but which showed you that Errol Spence pulled the numbers again. He did number 300 with him again. So it's like, all right, constantly he doing numbers. Nigga, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman do at least goddamn 800,000, 600,000 pay-per-view buys. Exciting fight. The nigga Keith Thurman ran the division way before Bud did. Bud ain't ran a goddamn thing but them goddamn duck lips. That's it. Keith Thurman run his duck lip. He a duck too, but this duck is about to get choked the fuck out. I'm just saying, man. It is what it is. It's gonna be a hell of a promotion. I'm with it. What? Excuse me. But if you think for 1 minute that Keith Thurman ain't gonna shit in this ring, you out your goddamn mind. He got some power though. This would be the hardest puncher Errol Spence ever fought. Actually. They both coming off layoffs. So, Keith Thurman a little longer. Errol Spence would be a year at that time. So ain't no, he can't complain. This is something that was supposed to happen a long time ago, and it would be happening now if the rumors are true, and that should be big, bro. I'm definitely gonna go stupid, but it's gonna go big, cause Keith Thurman is a name. It's also put somebody on Errol Spence's resume. If Bud duck again, then Errol can go straight to, he can just stay at 154 if it's 154. If it's at 150, 152, he can just, he almost there. So it gave his body a break from making 147 because, he had to wait on Bud, and he tired of making the weight. So Bud was supposed to be his last fight, 147 anyway. So if he bullshit and it don't happen, then hey, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't worried about Bud no more, Bud, until further notice. You know what I'm saying? But good fight, man. I'm with it for sure. I know what's gonna happen though. But Keith Thurman got some power, like I said. It's still speculation on if Bud even better than Keith Thurman. We don't know that shit. So it's like shit. He might be fighting the next best nigga in the division. But what he is doing is fight everybody in his era. So that would mean he beat Sean, Danny, Keith, Kelbrook, which was every nigga in the division when he was coming up, right? Maybe Bud came after the fact. So we'll see how this shit go. Wait on some more information. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You ain't subscribed already. And I'm out, y'all. Take me a nap. I'm out.